Okay, we're going to start off by correcting our worksheet 11.3 from the last time we met. Here's the answers. You can pause your video if you need to and correct. 1 through 12 is up here, and then 13 through 18 is there, and then 19 and 20 is right here. Okay, I'm going to move on. You can pause the video if you want to correct, or you should correct, so you can ask questions if you don't get it. Today we're kind of jumping around in the book. So now we're jumping to chapter 13, but all of these are graphing and equations. So today we're going to represent linear functions using ordered pairs and graphs. So we're going to graph straight lines, that's what linear function means, and we'll use ordered pairs and tables to graph those. Okay? You're going to need a calculator, a pencil, and something to write on. You can print off the printed notes. That will probably make this a lot easier for you, or just write in your notebook. You will need graph paper though, which is in your printed notes. All right, today what we're going to do is start off, if we have an equation, how do we graph it? So this equation has two variables, x and y, and the equation is y equals 3 times x plus 2. So what that means is we're going to take 3 and multiply it by a number that I tell you to, and then add 2 to that answer, and that answer spit out will be y. And what we put in to this function for x and what we put out for y will give us ordered pairs that we can graph. Okay, so we're going to start by making a table that has x, y, and then the rule, which is 3x plus 2. So it's this part of the equation here without y. And what we're going to do is use x equals 2, 3, 4, and 5. So where it has x here, we're going to do 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what we'll do is we'll plug 2 into this function right here, and we'll do 3 times 2 plus 2, and that answer we'll put where it says y. So I'll show you. 3 touching x means multiply, and x is 2 because I told you to use 2 first, and then we're going to add 2. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus another 2 is 8. So the answer we put here. So that will be an ordered pair that we can graph 2, 8. All right, next I'm going to use 3, but instead of putting 2 for x, now I'm going to do 3. So we're just doing a pattern. So now it's 3 times 3 plus 2. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay, now instead of 3 times 3, we're going to do 3 times 4. 3 times 4 3 times 4 plus 2. So that'd be 12 plus 2 more is 14. And you should see a pattern over here. We have 8, 11, 14. See if you can guess what's next. All right, not 3 times 4, but 3 times 5 plus 2 now. So that'd be 15 plus 2 is 17. Okay, so these are our ordered pairs right here. 2, 8, 3, 11, 4, 14, and 5, 17. And we can graph these and we'll see a pattern. It's going to be a straight line. Okay, we're not going to graph this right now, but we'll do it in an example today. But this is first just making a table. So all of these x, y numbers that we found are xy coordinates, and we could graph them. So where it says write these solutions as ordered pairs, I just did it here. Okay, so next You can also graph these, like I said, and when you graph them, sometimes they make a straight line. The one that we just did is going to make a straight line. When a line is graphed and we plot the points and they're in order that makes a line, that's called a linear equation. The root word is line, linear, or linear. Okay. Now what we're going to do is go backwards, and if we have an equation, we're going to see, does this ordered pair match this equation? Does this work? So in a coordinate, the first number is always x, and the second number is always y. So what we're going to do is plug in 3 for x right here. And it's not 73, it's 7 times 3. And we're going to see if I put 21 here for y, is that true? Does 7 times 3 equal 21? Yeah, it does. So that is a solution. Okay, let's check this one. This is x and this is y. If I put 4 here for x, does that equal 20? Does 5 times 4 equal 20? Yep, so that's a solution. Okay, let's try this one. So this is x and this is y. We're going to put 7 here and 10 here. Remember, it's not 27, it's 2 times 7. See if 2 times 7 minus 3 equals 10. Does it? Does 14 minus 3 equal 10? No, it doesn't. It equals 11. So that is a no. We would say put an X there or say no. Okay, so put an X there or say no. So for this next one, you try it. Plug in 5 for X and 7 for Y and see if it's true. Pause the video and try it. All right, if I put a 5 there, that would be 10. Does 10 minus 3 equal 7? Yep, it does. Check mark or yes. All right, next. Now what I'm going to do is they give me an equation and I'm going to make a table and then graph this function. Okay, they don't tell me what to use for x, so if your homework doesn't tell you what to use for x, but I think I did tell you, but say it doesn't, then you can just use 0, 1, 2. Okay, and what we're going to do is plug in 0 here, get the answer, 1, get the answer, and then 2. So 0 minus 2, 1 minus 2, and then 2 minus 2. Okay, grab your calculator, make sure you got this right because this is going to be negative. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. And 2 minus 2 is 0. Now these are my ordered pairs here, and I'm going to graph these now. So we had to make a table first before we could graph it. Okay, so I'm going to slide to 0 and drop it down to negative 2. So start at the origin, slide nothing, and drop it down to 2. Plot the point. Okay, slide to positive 1 and drop it down to negative 1. And we're going to see a pattern. Slide to 2, jump or drop 0. So slide to 2, jump or drop 0. Oh, it's a straight line. What I'm going to do is draw a line connecting these two, and I can extend it a little farther. And then I put arrows on either side. Because I could do more numbers here. I could do some negatives. I could go all the way up to 100. But I only need to do 2 or 3 points so I can see what the graph is going to look like. It's a linear function. Okay. You guys try this one, and we're going to do y equals x minus 4. Not this negative here. So y equals x minus 4. That's what you're going to do. So what do we do here if there's no numbers? What should we do for x? Well, I hope you were saying 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Okay, pause the video and put in 0, 1, and 2 and get your answers. Alright, so you should have done 0 minus 4, 1 minus 4, and 2 minus 4. Use your calculator to double check, but 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Then we have negative 3 and negative 2. We see a pattern. Okay, now we're going to graph this. Slide 0, drop it down to negative 4. Slide to 1, drop it down to negative 3. And slide to 2, drop it down to 2. It's a straight line again, just in a different spot. And we connect it with a line and 2 arrows. Okay, so that's the graph of that. Y equals x minus 4. Okay, now what we're going to do is use the graph below. So we already have something graphed, and we're going to find the value of y if they give us a value of x. Okay, so I'm going to get my dashed line here, and I'm going to make it red. Don't want that. Okay. And it says when x equals 2, what does y equal? So I'm going to go to the x-axis, which is this one, and I'm going to find 2, and I'm going to touch the red graph. Well, I'm already touching it. It's right here. When x is 2, y is also 0. Okay, what about when x is 3? So I'm going to slide to 3, and I'm going to go up to the graph until I'm touching the red graph. Okay, where am I at y? Go over. Oh, I'm at y equals 2. So when x is 3, y is 2. Okay, now try x is 4. So go to slide to 4 on the x-axis, slide to 4, and go up until you're touching the red graph. Stop, and go over to the y-axis. Okay, when x is 4, y is 4. Okay, but what about when x is 0? So slide to 0. Oh, don't slide, just go there. Okay, now the graph is below me, so I'm going to have to go down until I touch the red graph. Boom, right there at negative 4. Okay, last thing is slope that measures how steep these lines are that we're drawing. If I'm reading a graph from left to right, and if it looks like I'm walking up a hill, that's a positive slope. If I'm reading it from left to right and it looks like I'm falling, that's a negative slope. And if my slope is just a horizontal line, that's 0 slope. So what's the slope of these 4? Pause the video, put your answer. Okay, this one is going up, so that's positive. This one is going down from left to right, so that's negative. This one's 0, and this one, oh my gosh, it's so steep. Oh, I'm falling down a hill, it's negative. Okay, do your lesson quiz. Determine your answer for these two and pause your video. I'm going to put the answers up right now. So if I put 4 here, that would be 20 plus 3 is 23, so that does work. That's a yes. And if I graph this, I would get 3, 4, and 5, and then to graph it, I would get these 3 points and I would connect them. So it is positive, and it's a positive slope, and those are the 3 points. Okay? Do your homework, which is a worksheet that's uploaded, and let me know if you have questions. Good luck.